Welcome into Tiger Den Sports. I'm your host, Jason Darcy, also known as the Blind Tiger, and this is LSU baseball post-game show. But before we get into the LSU baseball 11-8 win over VMI, you'll hit the subscribe button, like button, share button, and also leave your comments, and I'll answer them the best I can. Remember, I am blind, talking sports like this, so I don't have stats in front of me. So everything I'm talking about is everything I remember in the game. If I get something wrong, correct me, and we'll talk about it. But LSU 11, VMI 8. We're going to talk about what I thought about VMI. We're going to talk about the lineup for LSU, the pitching for LSU, defense. We're going to talk about it all. So let's get into it. VMI, I heard before the game started, if you do your research and things like that, that they had a batting average of 322 last year. And they showed you why they had a batting average of 322 last year. Just look what they did. They put the ball in play a lot. They fought off pitches. They hit the ball around the park. They hit a home run. They have a lot of veterans in their lineup, and they did some good things against LSU. I'm not going to spend too much time on VMI because this is an LSU channel, but you have to give VMI some credit here for what they did in the game. But LSU pitching, that's a different story. I know it's the first game of the season. I know you shouldn't be worried. I know pitching's going to come along later. But Thatcher Herd today, this afternoon, wasn't his best. He had a rough inning. His first two innings, he looked pretty good. He commanded the strike zone. He didn't walk many people. But that third inning for Thatcher Herd, that's where it fell apart. He gave up 4 runs. He gave up a home run. He walked a couple batters, if I'm not mistaken. And I know it's the first game, and Thatcher Herd, he got to get his arm under him. I mean, I'm sure a little rusty. First game of the season. His arm was getting tired. So it's okay. I mean, he got through the first 2 innings. Okay, I'm really happy about that. But what I'm concerned about, and I shouldn't say concerned, because like I said, it's the first game of the season. What I'm saying is Thatcher Herd should get better as the season goes on. He gave up the 4 runs, but I think he's going to do better. Then you had, I forget his first name, the second pitcher that came in, I think his last pitcher, his last name was Lure, I think it was, Justin Lure. He was a transfer from Xavier. He looked okay. It didn't look like he had his best stuff. But he's a lefty out the bullpen. He's going to help later on down the road, and probably as a specialist against lefties. He's okay as a pitcher. You had Gavin Gidry who came in, or Nate Akenhausen came in after him, and he looked really good. He went 3 innings, struck out a few. He might have walked a couple, if I'm not mistaken. But Nate Akenhausen is going to be a big piece to LSU's pitching staff this year. He looked really good, looked sharp. Who came in next? Was it Gavin Gidry? Yeah, Gavin Gidry came in next. Now, Gavin Gidry looked awesome. I mean, he threw probably 85% curveballs when he came in. He got a short breaking ball at 83 miles an hour. His fastball's at like 93, 92, 93, somewhere around there. Gavin Gidry is going to be another big piece. So right there, you got Akenhausen. You got Gidry, who you know you can count on. Then Sam Dutton came in. He got you out of that inning when you really needed him with a ground ball to shortstop to shut down the inning. So I believe we're going to need Sam Dutton to do that too. So this is what I'm thinking. Sam Dutton's going to be the guy that comes out of the bullpen all year long to get outs that you really need. Say if you're in a bind, bases loaded, 2 outs in the 5th or 6th inning, I believe you're probably going to go to Sam Dutton and to get that 1 out that you need. I think that's going to be his role on this team. I could be mistaken, but I believe that will be his role. Now, after that, you had Gage Jump. Now, that was a surprising move to me. Gage Jump coming out of the bullpen to close the game out. I can tell you right now, though, the best arm on the staff right now is Gage Jump. He got the best stuff out of all of the pitchers that we've seen today. His curveball, his fastball's at 95, 96. So I think I don't know how Jay Johnson's going to use him. I know he's coming off Tommy John in the offseason last year. He missed all of last season. So maybe Jay Johnson's just working him in, working him slowly. I'm not 100% sure on that. So maybe he's bringing him out the bullpen early in the season, get his arm stronger, strengthen it up, make sure everything's good, see how he's feeling tomorrow after throwing. And then maybe in a few weekends from now, we'll see him in that starting Sunday role. And actually, if Gage Jump becomes a starter this year and he's healthy enough, I'm going to tell you right now, Gage Jump probably should be your Friday night starter. Y'all can let me know in the comments if out of all the pitchers you've seen today, do you think Gage Jump was the best? And should he be your Friday night starter? I'm not saying Thatcher Herd is not a Friday night starter, but I don't think he has the stuff that Gage Jump has. That's all I'm saying. So overall, the pitching was, if I had to grade it, I would say a B. You know, maybe a B plus. I mean, they gave up 8 runs. So at most a B plus. They did pound the strike zone. They didn't walk a whole lot of batters. So overall, they were decent. But it's early in the season, so nobody panic, nobody stress over it. Right now, it looks like the bats are going to have to carry LSU, and like they did tonight. LSU had a monster night on the offense. But one thing I want to ask y'all, if you're watching right now, the lineup the way it is constructed today, I know it's not going to be the lineup that is going to end the season or even when SEC play starts. I know this is not going to be the lineup. Josh Pearson batting 5th. I don't think he needs to be there. Michael Broswell leading off. I don't think he needs to be there either. Those 2 spots in the lineup have to be switched. Somebody got to take those roles. Y'all let me know who y'all want to see batting leadoff, who y'all want to be batting 5th. Like right now, if I had to say it right now, the way the lineup's constructed, the first batter and the 5th batter needs to be changed. I didn't like the way the lineup was. If I'm being honest, the bottom of the lineup did way better than the top. I think the only person that got on base for the first 3 batters was Jake Brown. He got a single, a hit by pitch. I think he got on base twice, maybe 3 times if I'm not mistaken. Y'all can let me know if he got on for a 3rd time. But I know 2 times for sure he got on base. Michael Broswell, he had a bunt that moved the runners over, but that's all he did. Tommy White, you don't move him. He's going to come around. I mean, it's the first game of the season, so I'm not worried about him. But you look at the bottom of your lineup, you had from 6 through 9, Jared Jones, Mac Bingham. I mean, they looked really good today. You couldn't ask for better. Now, who was after Mac Bingham? I forget who was after Mac Bingham. Oh well, if y'all remember, I can't remember the lineup. It was I know it was Michael Broswell. It was Jake Brown, Tommy White, Hayden Travinsky, Josh Pearson, Jared Jones, Mac Bingham, Paxton Kling, and Alex Milazzo. Paxton Kling didn't do too much, and Milazzo didn't do too much. But they got on base for the top of the lineup. I mean, the bottom of the lineup loaded the bases twice. Tommy White came up with bases loaded twice. So that's how good that bottom of the lineup was. Do you switch the bottom of the lineup? I don't know. You really want your bottom of the lineup to come up, get on base for the top. But once that happens, you have to have players to drive them in. And right now, I don't see it in Michael Broswell. Maybe y'all do, but I don't see him being the best hitter as a leadoff guy. But I could be wrong. Maybe in a week or two from now, he's gonna be a great leadoff guy. But for right now, if I had to make a change right now, the first and fifth hitter would have to change. If it was me, maybe I would think about moving Mac Bingham to batting fifth, switch him and Josh Pearson. But I don't know who would lead off. I don't know if you have a leadoff guy right now. So maybe Michael Broswell has to be that guy. So, I mean, y'all just let me know what y'all thinking about today's game. How y'all feel about the game. Because overall, I'm going to give the team an A. I mean, they put up 11 runs. I mean, did you see the sixth inning when they got hit by 7 pitches? I mean, or 6 pitches? That had to be a record in college baseball. I mean, VMI couldn't throw it over the plate at one time in this game. And that really helped LSU too. I think they scored 5 runs in the 6th inning with only getting 1 hit. And I think that was by Mac Bingham. But overall, I would say LSU baseball, they're really good. They're really going to do good things this year. It's the first game, so I would not panic at all. I would not stress. I ask people on Twitter. Y'all can follow me over there too, at Tiger Den LSU. But I asked people how they're feeling about today's game. And, some people said disappointed, embarrassed. Some people just said relax. It's the first game. So different opinions on the first game. I would like to know y'all opinions right now. My opinion is it's the first game. Let's not overreact. We can talk about it. We can talk about what changes we might want to see. It might be too early to make a change. I don't know. That's why Jay Johnson's the coach and not me. And that's why he's making millions of dollars and I'm not. That's why I'm talking on a podcast. But anyway, that's pretty much all I have to say about the game. I think it was a really good opening day. I'm really glad college baseball's back. So y'all hit the subscribe button. You'll hit the like button, share button. And always come here for the most up-to-date LSU news. And until next time, I'll see you later.